Alright guys, welcome to another video. My name's Exodus HC, and I'd like to show you the theory-crafted Warlock that T-Wolf and I came up with that breaks 200,000 damage. Now as you can see here in town, we only have 151,000, but that is before we self-buff and get the effects from our auras. We can actually break the damage even higher by consuming a demon that adds enhanced damage, but we won't go that far in this video. This is just baseline from the gear that we have. Now, you can notice that we have a really high amount of strength. A lot of that comes from our charms, our analysis, and our Hellfire Torch, because strength adds a layer of physical damage, which is then converted and multiplied through the synergies and echoing strike damage. We're going to self-buff with Battle Command and Battle Orders. And as you can see now, we're at 205,000 damage. The damage that we do is pretty much impossible to compare with any other character. Now, the clear speed might be faster with other builds, such as the new fire build with the Warlock once you're completely endgame, just due to the fact that you have a higher AoE target area. But the amount of damage that you're going to do will not compare with any other class. Now, keep in mind, this is Players 8. As you can see, I typed in the Players 8 command. Game difficulty set to level 8. We are level 99, so when we go to a terror zone, it will also be level 96, because that's the maximum terror zone that you can see. With a skill shrine, we bump ourselves up to 214,000. And we still pretty much one-shot everything in the game. And this is without using our sigil or boosting our damage with our hex. So we're at 216 once we boost our damage with hex, now that we have that. Even with the physical immune mobs that you'll run into every once in a while, if you have a problem with them, you can actually just drop down your sigil, which will lower enemy defense and break that immunity. We also don't have any resistances, so keep in mind, our survivability normally would be bad with this build. As you can see, we'll take a lot of damage here. But the second we do one hammer or one throw, we get healed full. And then everything that dies gets redeemed by our Phoenix Shield. So survivability with this build doesn't come from your resistances, it does not come from your block chance, and it does not come from your defense. Okay guys, as you can see here, we're at the Hell Ancients. This is a Players 8 game. So as you can see here, the game difficulty is set to 8. That would be equivalent to a full game online. We'll self-buff, we will hex, we will also bubble. Not that it's needed, but that's usually how I play. My buttons are all backwards on this character, but that's okay. Now we have a Trav minion that we actually bound for the Fanta aura, and that gets us at 206,000 flat damage with just our gear. There is a trick to boost this even higher, and that would be consuming a demon that adds some sort of a damage layer. I won't go over those demons here now because they are absolutely broken, and I kind of want to keep that for another video. However, with 206,000 damage on Players 8 Hell Ancients, this is what you could expect to see. So we'll have them come at us, drop our sigil, and kill them just about instantly. So my name's Exodus HC, guys. You could come to see me on Twitch live most weekdays and evenings, and on the weekends. I'm pretty much streaming every day of the week at some point. If you have any questions about this build, feel free to ask in the comment section below. And have a great day, guys. Thank you. Alright guys, and so again, I would like to state as a disclaimer that most of the gear that I have on this character is either not obtainable at all due to the fact of its rarity, or extremely rare to have, especially early ladder. So keep in mind that these numbers that you're seeing, 152,000 damage unbuffed, is likely to be much lower than this, depending on the character, build that you have, and items that you wear. I know a lot of you are wondering what I'm using for items, so follow along, like and subscribe for more, and I will be glad to post a video of that build closer to the ladder reset. but I'm more than glad to help anybody answer questions and theorycraft if you join me on Twitch or you ask me in the comment section. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great day.